You're listening to KEXP. You can find us at 90.3 FM in Seattle, 92.7 FM in the Bay Area, streaming worldwide at kexp.org and also on the free KEXP mobile app. I'm Cheryl Waters. I'm here in the KEXP studios today with Peel Dream Magazine. They have a fantastic new album out, Rose Main Reading Room, and they're going to play some songs for us today. You ready?
Yeah.
It's great to have you here. Take it away. You're listening to Peel Dream Magazine live on KEXP. You just heard a song from the new album Rosemane Reading Room. We're so delighted to have them live here in the KEXP studios today. We want to thank all of our wonderful listeners and viewers for supporting great sessions like this on KEXP. You can learn more about us and make a gift anytime at kexp.org in support of great sessions like this one and so many more. Thank you so much to everyone who supports listener-powered KEXP. And now more music from Peel Dream Magazine, live in the KEXP studios. You're listening to Peel Dream Magazine live on KEXP, their latest album, Rosemane Reading Room. And I do believe that was a song that goes back to one of your earliest albums, Modern Metaphysics. Is that right?
Yeah.
That was Anorak.
Your body is leaving, just kiss me right here as I am.
listening to Peel Dream Magazine live on KEXP. Oh, that is so beautiful. Joe and Olivia, love the way your voices played together on that one.
Thank you.
You're listening to Peel Dream Magazine live on KEXP, and you all sound so fantastic. I appreciate you coming by today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Your new album, Rosemain Reading Room, is named after a specific place. Can you tell us a little bit about how that place informs the songs on this record?
Sure, yeah. The record it's not like a concept record or anything, but it deals a lot with like stuff about growing up and New York City as a place. And I grew up in the suburbs just outside the city. And the record it's kind of like there's this allegory with the Museum of Natural History, weirdly enough. And I wanted to do this thing where it was kind of like a natural history of like my life a little bit, and also talking about like natural history in general. And Rosemain Reading Room is just a place that I would go to when I lived in New York. Sometimes I would just kind of like wander around Manhattan by myself. And I love to like stop at Grand Central Station and then like walk down 42nd Street to Bryant Park. And I would go up to Rosemain Reading Room and just hang out and read in there and stuff. It's this really beautiful, old, huge, like grand hall in the New York Public Library. And yeah, it's kind of like, that's maybe a roundabout answer to your question, but.
Well, you're living in Los Angeles now for the past few years, and it feels like as you reflect on your New York roots that you've created this kind of unique dynamic. Did your environment in LA help shape the creative process for this record at all, even though you say it sort of mines some memories from your time in New York?
Yeah, I think so. I made the record kind of the way I always do. Like, I just write songs, I guess, like the old-fashioned way, and I do a lot of the recording on my own. But yeah, I've definitely met a lot of like really amazing musicians in LA, like case in point. And I've kind of restarted the band kind of post-COVID with this like amazing network of people in LA. And I feel very in tune with the city, and I really like being there.
You talk about your kind of how songs come to you, that you're just kind of always writing. And I've read that you said that making music is like having a conversation with the past, present, and future selves. And how does that dialogue shape your songwriting? Are you even aware of it?
I don't know. I don't remember saying
Does it ring true?
It sounds like something I would say, yeah. I don't know. I don't really think about it. I try, like, anytime I start to work on music, I try not to think about it at all, and I just do it. And sometimes there'll be, like, a little thing that I zero in on where I'm kind of like, oh, yeah, I feel like this is, like, really new for me. Or then sometimes I feel like I'm, like, writing something that I wrote, like, 20 years ago or something, but never knew it, and I'm just, like, finding the notes for it now or something like that. But, yeah, I think that, like, anybody who makes anything in the art world, it's, like, this constant... You're making something that is like reflective of the past, and also like where you're currently at and where you want to be and what you wish there already existed in the world and stuff like that.
Some of the songs on the album have woodwinds and textures that sort of echo some contemporary composers. Where did that come from for you?
I listen to all kinds of music, and I'm a big fan of I wouldn't say like I'm not like a huge fan, but I've been really interested in contemporary classical, and like I'm always interested in ways that pop music can be like experimental and interesting beyond like traditional. I feel like people have this thing like, oh, experimental rock is like noisy and weird and punk and crazy, and I thought it would be kind of cool to like think of some ways that the music could be experimental without those kind of familiar trappings. And I felt like bringing in like symphonic instruments and more kind of like humble kind of experimentalism, like just the repetitive phrases and minimalism and stuff like that. Not that that's like the most novel thing, like pop artists have done that in the past, but I just wanted to do that like right now with the kind of Pure Dream universe. So.
Well, over the years, your sound has shifted over time. It's been shoegaze and pop, and now something that feels very introspective. And if I can quote something you might not remember again, you said that when you hear the new record, it's like giving all your albums a bear hug and accepting them all. And can you talk about the journey to get to this album and how you see Rosemary Reading Room sort of fitting into the evolution of Pure Dream magazine's discography?
Yeah. I never really think about like what I'm gonna do next in like a super self-conscious way. Like I usually just start like writing a batch of songs, and it has like a vibe. The first record was very like unself-conscious. It was just kind of this like droney indie pop thing, and then I really wanted to do like a big loud rock record with the second album, Agitprop Alterna. And then for the third record, I wanted to make this like really sharp departure. I was really into a lot of like mid-century orchestral pop and stuff like that, like Burt Bacharach and things like that. And I wanted to make a record like that for some reason. And then with this new stuff, I've kind of felt like I had less of a shtick that I wanted to stick to, and I was just kind of interested in all these different, like it has some of the symphonic flourishes of Pad, which came out first, but it also has some more like crowdy like rock songs like Agitprop Alterna, and it also has this kind of like freewheeling like pop element of the first record. And I think like halfway through making it, I was kind of like, oh, this just like coincidentally feels like a little bit like every record. And then I thought it would be fun to kind of like lean into that. And like I brought back like the wood paneling. Like the first two albums have this like instrumental interlude thing called wood paneling. And I was like, okay, I think this record needs like a wood paneling track to kind of like tie it in with the discography. Because I always like to think about like all of the albums, like artwork and concepts and everything, to be this like fun trail that like people can like sift through later.
taking us all on a little journey.
Yeah.
Well, I know that from hearing you talk in interviews that songwriting is the part of the process of being a musician and putting out records and playing live shows that you seem to enjoy the most. And as the band has gained more and more recognition, how do you approach live performances? How do you see those? How have you seen those evolve for you?
That's a good question. I think it's hard. I feel like having a good live performance has a lot to do with like experience and like having good gear and like being comfortable with touring and like playing with really good people. Like all of these like logistical like on planet Earth things that like I used to like not pay enough attention to. I feel like when I started the band, I was just like flying by the seat of my pants. Like the first record, it came out, I didn't even have a band. And like we had never toured or anything like that. So I feel like from its inception, it's always been kind of this like songwriting first, and then like the live show's always been like a total afterthought. And I think that we did play a number of like not so great shows or tours or something in the past, but I'm always like I'm always thinking like, what can we do different next time and stuff. And I feel like I play with like such amazing musicians, and like we're all kind of like really focused on talking about like every show, like, oh, what did you think of this song? What did you think of that song? And like, I don't know, I just feel like we're playing better shows than we used to. And like, I'm finding a little bit more joy in performing. But that being said, like, I'm not like a performer at heart. Like, I like to like write songs and make records. That's like my favorite thing.
We're pretty good at performing. And let's give a shout out to these amazing musicians, Olivia, Ian, and Julian. You all sound fantastic. Thank you so much for bringing this to the KEXP airwaves today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
You're listening to Peel Dream Magazine live on KEXP, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get notification when this and so many great videos launch. There's so much to discover at KEXP's YouTube channel. Once again, a big thank you to Peel Dream Magazine. You're listening to KEXP, where the music matters. Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.